we're gonna be looking at the Killer Bean movie. Great movie. So in terms of the dance scene, everything else goes accordingly. There's no Bean out of place. Like the breakdance, Bean really gets. I don't know where he is. I thought he went out of place, but the first thing that I noticed, very minor, is Vegan here. He has one gun. When he kills Killer Bean later on, he has two of them. And maybe that was just he just brought one just for the sake of it, but I thought he had two. Oh yeah, the news report that's going on. That's going on. What's going on here? That was what call it. It's actually the same one that's on the TV later on, so it's not actually a live report when you see it in the bar. When Jet Bean appears for the first time, it's unclear where he is, but yeah, so because like Beantown is a place, and then and then there's this place which all we know is that this place is a long way from Beantown. Nobody knows where it really is. We're just eating a bowl of tofu. Also, note that the Shadow Bean leader says that he's been activated for an urgent mission in Beantown.
Activated for an urgent mission in Beantown.
Beantown? I'm a long way from Beantown.
So just keep that in mind for later. Also, I still couldn't get over this when he gives the point about how there's anti-drug commercials. That's actually a really good point, but for some reason, Cappuccino kills that bean, and yeah, I have no idea why. And then Vegan appears, tells him, "Let's check. Does he have one gun?" No, he has two. Oh yeah, this scene where Cappuccino and Detective Cromwell and Killer Bean are discussing is very well planned. Like the strategies he uses on Killer Bean are very real, very functional. Till he gets held at gunpoint, that is. Now that does make me wonder.
Bean, you dropped in the wrong place.
How are none of these hitting? Oh, he's a bee. None of these are hitting him. Why didn't this guy here, or that guy, Freddy, why didn't he shoot him? He's spinning. He's in the same spot. But this guy appears to be wearing a helmet. I don't know if it's bulletproof. I mean, Vegan's bulletproof vest didn't really do much. But this is probably when Killer Bean should have died the most likely, because the chances of him leaning back on a chair and breaking the lock is super rare. And I don't know, like, what are the chances that would happen? Also, Killer Bean, Vegan's gun shooting sounds is super satisfying. I don't know why. Another they're like two separate plots that would be interesting if they added. In this scene, Vegan notes that a Shadow Bean in contact with him is compromised, so it would be cool if there was another Shadow Bean working with him that because as they sent Shadow Beans after him twice, both failed, and maybe one or both of the Shadow Beans that failed are now working with him against Killer Bean. So in the warehouse scene where he shoots him from above, it's like a 2v1. When the scene when Killer Bean kills Vegan is probably the scene that I understand the least. Yeah, so that's the thing. It almost looks like when Vegan raised his guns, that Killer Bean thought he was going to shoot him, so shot Vegan. So I don't know why he did that whole raise the guns thing. I still can't figure out what that is. Like, what is that? It was like Vegan tried to shoot Killer Bean, but his gun wasn't loaded. It doesn't make any sense because these things are automatic. Or maybe Killer Bean just shot Vegan because he remembered the mission or something. I don't know. If anyone knows, clarify. Please, I must know. And then the scene is also kind of perplexing. I mean, not perplexing. It says deactivated. And then, yeah, like I said, when Jet Bean was first seen, he was told he was activated. So that means that the Shadow Agency can contact the Shadow Beans, but not the other way around. So if Vegan looked at his device, like before he was activated, he would have seen deactivated. So he wasn't fired from the Shadow Agency. He was like put off his mission in a way. So that's why Killer Bean said that he quit at the end. So yeah, he's no longer on the mission because I don't know why. Maybe they know that he killed Vegan or something. Something's not, I don't know, somehow. And then he turns himself in. Smart move, Jet Bean. Also, Jet Bean is abnormally buff for some reason, and I'm wondering if maybe the bulletproof bracelets he's wearing is actually weighted, which is why only the arms are buff. Like Killer Bean isn't buff, Vegan is like really buff too, but I'm sure he has his reasons. It's not just a Shadow Bean thing. Cause look at Killer Bean; it looks like a stick, and he even breaks through these. Like it's got to be these things are almost weighted. That's my theory is that his bulletproof bracelets are weighted, and it always occurs to me that Jet Bean probably would have won against Killer Bean if he hadn't given him the guns. Second plot line that I wanted to mention is like kind of a minor detail is that instead of the bracelets, he just never had them. But then he was given the bracelets by the guy, by the blue guy in the back instead of the bill. He was given like a staff, and the staff is what he used to battle Killer Bean. I mean, it wouldn't make sense why he didn't, because after all, their battle is in the prison cell, and that's an enclosed environment. Battle is really cool. Somehow rips off the thing whilst wearing the bracelets, and then already gets in a good and certainly hope you train harder than that or whatever. Shot. And also, it doesn't really show.
Train harder than that.
Yeah, where's the bullet? I mean, he doesn't really block much. Like, I feel like the chances of the bullets hitting his bracelets are pretty slim. I mean, it's probably possible. And then gets in with a good kick. He does this cool scene, which is a good time to exactly the same scene of his sculpture, but like mirror image almost. throws his guns because Jet Bean is looking for any sort of impulse, takes it, and then goes in for the back kick. During the live action Killer Bean battle that I made, which I'll show you after this is probably the hardest scene to make. Just misses the punch, misses the spinning back kick, strike at the bottom, strike uppercut back. This is a really weird spinning move. I still can't figure out what this actually does. Like, and he's not enough to do that, so I assume it's something. How Killer Bean knew he would do this, but like he wasn't like twisted up, so the most logical move he would do is that. He gets knocked onto the bleachers, gets his nuts hit. Where is it? Oh, yeah, he's like targeting that leg that's in front, and then he hits it again. He looks like and punches him while he's off balance. So that's a great move. And then yeah, he just gotta. I think Killer Bean was trying to punch him, but I don't know why he's aerial. I mean airborne. But I think he should have like, what is his leg? How is he bent like that? He kind of like he kind of does that. I don't know what that does. It's almost like he missed but blocked it. Same with that. Pretty cool. And he's gonna do the front flip kick, but he hits him onto the ground. And they're in this position for a while. Killer Bean does his little attack bump, so Jet Bean would be closer. I think it's. You didn't notice Killer Bean actually tried to sweep the leg that was on the ground, but then he did a high kick with that very same leg. Smart of Jet Bean. Somehow Jet Bean manages to do this move where he kicks and it lands with the same leg that he kicks. So that's like a super. This scene, it almost you might think that Jet Bean goes back the way he came. So right now they're pushing opposite ways, but then you might think that Jet Bean goes with Killer Bean, and then that's what causes him to fall. But like no, he actually. Yeah, you see, he just overpowers him somehow. I don't know how that's possible. Anyways, he flips Killer Bean, slams him into the bar. So does that. I don't even like watching that scene. I have back problems. Yeah, he's doing that to stabilize. That's definitely part of judo. Then gets him into Juji detecting, which I'm pretty sure Pinky's supposed to be toward the ground, but like, Jet Bean probably knows a different way. He blocks the bullet. I don't know how none of these hit. Heals him to the ground. Somehow manages this with an injured back. Ever. And then he says, I'm sorry, I have to end this game. And then he does that. Does anyone know what he was gonna do? Like, what does stepping back do? How does that end his game? And then he hits him with the bullet. Yeah, there's no bullets, just like shows that. I don't know why Jet Bean is focused on the bullet, but that seems like something. And then you see Jet Bean's actually blocking where this bullet would have gone. Yes, it's very accurate. This is the shell, and that's the bullet that came out of the shell. Great movie. It's my favorite movie by far, and every little scene here really tells the story. Probably the most skeptical. I mean, I don't want to make the scene mean, but like probably the most skeptical scene is where Jet Bean throws the knife. It spins and it perfectly impales the bill while spinning. So what it has to do is hit the bill with the sharp part, and then either span a full rotation before stabbing into the wall with the same part, or not spinning at all. Yeah, you see, it hits the bill with like the middle of the blade, but then kind of like. Yeah, there's not really any. Yeah, it kind of just like scoops it. It says like something. I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, he has a lot of stuff on his bill. So that's the Killer Bean movie. Very great movie.